Hey guys, welcome back to this YouTube exclusive breaking video. If you want to see the unedited version, below this video there'll be links to my new tech sites because this was breaking live tonight on Sunday, August the 22nd. You can see all of the live feeds that were being put onto Twitter that I can't show you here on YouTube. Daily Mail. Violent Antifa mob clashes with Proud Boys in Portland Park after crashing a prayer event with smoke bombs and pepper spray. Violent clashes broke out Saturday afternoon in downtown Portland between right and left-wing activists over a Christian prayer event. Members of right-wing group Proud Boys and left-wing Antifa demonstrators converged at the Tom McCall Waterfront Park for an event scheduled for noon in downtown Portland by Canadian Protestant Christian preacher Arthur Pawlowski. Pawlowski is known for his public opposition to certain events with women and individuals, and most recently mask rules, calling police who enforce them people from World War II, and in a YouTube video posted ahead of Easter this year. So of course they gotta kind of throw their jabs in there a little bit, but this is interesting because if you do watch, or once you are on my new tech sites, you will see the exclusive that I released on Saturday where the FBI said that they did not find any evidence to support the fact that there was any collusion, any insurrection, or any coordinated effort by any particular groups that happened at the Capitol. So interesting that all this is starting to unfold. Gunfire erupts after Proud Boys and anti-fascists openly brawl in Portland without police intervention. Interesting that they didn't say Antifa here, just anti-fascists. They just really don't want to point any negativity towards Antifa. Far-right groups gathered Sunday in Portland for an event they called the Summer of Love, even as the rally date was chosen to commemorate an extraordinarily violent clash last summer in the city. The event ended with a roving brawl along busy city streets in the Park Rose neighborhood and shots being fired in downtown Portland. No one was reported injured in the shooting incident, which is good because I actually have it all on video. Now you can see a picture here. So I got to be very careful how I do this because I can't show the rolling video on YouTube. So here is a street preacher that was shot by paintballs as Antifa was moving through the area. They were throwing the little like flares that the military uses for landing LZs, green and red and things like that. So they were kind of throwing that at them on Saturday. Now this particular preacher was this happened, I guess, with the Summer of Love, and this was a preacher that was shot with paintballs. Here we have a van, as you can see, Andy No. After the violent Antifa was right-wing, after the violent Antifa versus right-wing clash that resulted in Antifa retreating, the right-wing side returned to the Antifa van that crashed into the rally and flipped it over. Witnesses say Antifa used the van to launch the attack. So in other words, this was driven into or pushed into the procession that the Proud Boys had. So again, you can see all the videos in my new tech. And here's something that I saw earlier when this was all starting to unfold. He certainly has far more muscle mass than three of them combined. I can understand why they were suspicious. So this individual, apparently, he says he was going there to support them and I guess to interact with him, but you can see how big he is, right? I mean, and his shirt kind of, just kind of a casual guy, not necessarily a hipster type, certainly not a soy boy. So they probably got suspicious. They probably thought maybe he was an undercover police or maybe someone from the Proud Boys kind of spying on him. Who knows? But nonetheless, they bear maced this guy. And so they kind of just chased him off on his really cool electric bike. Those things are really cool. All right, so here's what I can't show you, but breaking: shots fired in downtown Portland, details unknown. We don't know any of the details. Like I said, I do have the actual video of them detaining the individual in HD 720p. I do have it on my Rumble. So if you go down to my Rumble, you can see that full video in full HD versus when you see it in the regular format that I had it when I was presenting the actual video. So here, of course, on YouTube, I have to be very careful. Regardless of what I do, this video here on YouTube will be demonetized, but at least now I won't get a strike or anything like that because I'm not showing any of the actual violence. So you can see this guy right here with the hat on, the boonie hat, and this is the guy they had detained, or the police had detained. So I don't know whether this guy was actually engaged with Proud Boys or maybe engaged with undercover police officers, because when he was being detained, there was a plainclothes individual that I'm going to assume was a police officer because he was standing alongside the police and had the guy detained. And of course, the police show up and they probably recognized the guy in the plainclothes that had the guy detained because, see, right over here is where it was kind of the opposite side of what you just saw. But the police here, I'm going to try to just kind of skip through it real quick here. I can't really do much here. I had to talk. I'm sorry. I had to be really loud about it. So here you can see, I'm trying to find the plainclothes police officer for you here. Where do you go? That's really strange. Maybe it's, oh, it may not be in his video here. No, it is in his video. I'm not sure where it is. Maybe I'm just trying not to play the video. That's my concern. But there was a plainclothes police officer that ran up and was detaining the guy, but I don't see him now. Anyway, suffice it to say, this is what was happening, and it's really curious the timing of all of this. Well, not necessarily the timing. I'm sure this was all already prearranged before the information from the FBI was being released about there being no particular collusion, no mounting insurrection, none of that kind of nonsense. So of course we know that, you know, this was just kind of the whole hate Trump campaign that the Democrats were launching, and they were the ones that came out with all of this nonsense about an insurrection and overthrowing the government and trying to, take down democracy and all of their inflammatory language. You know, I'll cover all of it in that video exclusive on Saturday, but I wanted to bring this to you guys, and this is the way I have to present it. I have to be very careful with my language. I have to be careful with what I say. I appreciate your guys' support. Thank you for the likes, the shares, and the comments. Thank you for liking the video shorts. It's been huge on the channel. So I want to bring you guys more of this content, but some of it I'm going to have to do on new tech because we just can't do this now on YouTube because the restrictions are getting tighter and tighter. I'm pretty sure this video is going to be demonetized. As you can see here, Proud Boys are trending here on, Twitter. I don't know what that is. I can't read it out, or I'll definitely be demonetized for sure. But I'm not sure what that's all about. But this is constantly flipping between, Proud Boys, and then they don't show Antifa. Antifa never pops up here on the screen ever because, of course, they're not going to, because the bots aren't going to allow it. Just like with Biden, they're not going to make Biden look bad. Although when the Trump rally occurred on Saturday, there was a lot of posts, including my own. So below this video, you can find those links to my social media where I post regularly, and I did post this on my social media. So here it is, the alt tech. So if you guys go directly to Twitter and follow me, you can go just straight to the Rumble video. And here I showed it in real time as things were starting to unfold here on Twitter. So you guys can see all of it right here, what we just covered, what I just linked or was just showing you in the video. Thank you guys for the continued support. I really appreciate all that you guys do with the comments and the likes, the shares, the engagement. It's all appreciated. Thank you guys for stopping by the the video shorts and liking those. I can't emphasize enough how much that has really engaged the channel. So I want to thank all of you guys for that. And appearing right there on the screen as per usual, that would be the channel icon for you guys to subscribe. You can click on that to subscribe. And then, of course, click on notifications. That way you know when there's content here on the channel. And I promise you guys that are on notification that I will not always show you the uploads for the video shorts because I'll do them daily. And sometimes I might even do them twice a day, just so you guys know. And that's the breaking news for this evening. And I will see you guys in the next video.